Tell us
Yep.
about, first of all, tell us about that first wholesale transaction. What were some of the emotions that you were going through? Speak to those listeners that haven't done a deal or they may have done one. What was going through your mind during this time?
I mean, I was scared. I felt like just
Yep.
like I was just fumbling my way through it, and I was like, oh my God, I better not say the wrong thing. I'm getting all sweaty. I'm getting all nervous. Like, and that if you're feeling like that, stop. You just need to pick up the phone and do it and learn. But my first wholesale deal, it was a little piece of land, like not even wide enough for a regular home, and it was on a tax delinquent list. So I contacted the county after like 5 tries of that list doesn't exist. You can't have that list. What is it for? I finally got a hold of the person that could help me get the list. And I skip traced that. I called all the owners. This lady was tax delinquent on this little piece of land. And I thought, man, nobody's going to want this piece of land. And then I thought, nobody's going to want this piece of land. So that means nobody's called on it. So I just picked up the phone, I called her, and then I actually backed into it because I didn't have any buyers list or anything.
Okay.
So I looked up all the neighbors and I skip traced all of them. I got her asking price from her over the phone. And then I contacted the neighbors and I said, hey, I'm in the process of purchasing this property. What do you think? Like, would you be interested in maybe buying it? Because a neighbor can like add some acreage to their lot size for something, right?
Assemblage. Yep.
And sure enough, one of the neighbors was like, yep, I think I can pay like roughly this much. And so I went and locked up the property and wholesaled it to him. And I made like $11,000 on the first one.
There you go.
Yeah. And then I got that wire into my account, and I was like it takes me like a month and a half to earn $11,000. Like, what? This is insane.
Yep.
This is one deal. So
and that's what, once you close that first deal, that's the reaction most people have. First, leading up to it, it's fear. I don't know what I'm doing. What did you say in your mind? You was like, nobody wants this deal. Nobody's gonna want this. Who's gonna buy this? If somebody would have bought it, they would have called on it. So you immediately start thinking all of the negative things.
Yep.
But then you say, you know what? I'm gonna buck the trend no matter what negative things that I'm hearing in my own head. I'm just going to call. And you reversed engineered that deal, right? And that's what we try and tell a lot of people out there is, if you get that deal before you even get it under contract, just have that rapport with that seller, and then go out and start calling the neighbors, start calling around and say, hey, you know what? I'm working on this. Would you be interested? And if so, at what price? Now you have an exit strategy. Now you can go back to that seller and say, all right, as long as I get it under this price, I have money in the bank. So, kudos to you for doing that, Ryan, because it's a simple way for you to really get started as a real estate investor and as a wholesaler.